Top of the top, right back into the rabbit hole. So people say that America is bankrupt. And I used to be like, man, ain't no way in hell America bankrupt. We do move pretty much or exist on or only credit only system. In 1933, during the Great Depression, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president at the time, declared basically the banking system in a bind. And he basically said they had to collect all of the gold from the citizens and use that gold as basically collateral in exchange for what we know today as the Federal Reserve banking system. Basically, we're gonna take all y'all gold, but we're gonna hold all y'all money for y'all from now on moving forward. When you start researching this stuff, man, they try to like play games and they write things in a code to the common ear we wouldn't understand. They try to discourage you off the bat, like this particular code, 31 CFR 328.1 through 328.4. All right, so with no gold on the streets, we were forced to basically, like I said, go up under the Federal Reserve system that we know of today, use what is known as fiat money. So, you know, that's what we've been using for almost 100 years probably, because it's 25 now, almost 100 years. So check it out. You hear people say that we're not supposed to use money for bills, for cost of living, things of that nature. I went and did my research. This is what I found. I'm giving it to you in real time. Certain agencies of the United States and certain government-sponsored corporations authorize the restrictive endorsement of bearer securities. I've been paying bills for a minute. What the hell is bearer security? Hey, so find a definition, search a definition. A bearer is an individual in possession of an instrument or bearer paper. Check. The instrument may be payable to the person in possession. A bearer not only possesses any payment or value held by the instrument, but also any debt held by the instrument. Bearer papers can be transferred between possessors by simply exchanging the paper. Let's keep going. Like I said, they gonna play games. You know what I'm saying? They gonna try to stress us out with the word. What is a certified security? Bearer form, as applied to a certified security, means a form in which the security is payable to the bearer of the security certificate according to its terms, not by reason of an endorsement. So I'm saying, if a certified security means a form in which a security is payable to the bearer of the security certificate according to its terms, if I present a bearer form, which would be, in this case, a bill, and I endorse it as instructed here through Cornell law properly and turn it into a certified security, means that security becomes payable. So if that security is payable in exchange for this utility debt, then I am a creator that pays my bills with my hands. All right, so check it out. Remember I told y'all before that technically you are the bank. The bank work for you, you are the bank in reality. This is what I mean by that. Definitions and terms as used in these regulations are defined as follows. Banks refer to and include incorporated banks, aka banks doing business, a general commercial banking business, incorporated trust companies, aka trust companies doing either a general banking business or a general trust business. Remember I told you now, your social security number is linked to a routing number, which is linked to a bank account, which makes you a trust. So technically this says that you as a trust, if you can use securities to pay for your expenses, then technically you can pay for your bills with your hands. Let me show you what I mean by that. So basically this says agencies that can use bearer securities include by or through banks for payment at or after the maturity or call date or in exchange for any securities under any exchange offering. So if you're the bank, this says bearer securities are able to be used in exchange for any securities. Are we not reading the same thing? By or through banks for payment at or after the maturity or call date or in exchange for any securities under any exchange offering. Now I get it. A lot of this shit sound like it's just running together. Like, what is he talking about? Let's go. So remember, you are the bank. Authorization for restrictive endorsement by banks. Banks are authorized under the condition and in the form hereafter provided to place restrictive endorsements upon the face of the bearer securities owned by themselves or their customers for the purpose of presentation to Federal Reserve banks or branches for payment or redemption at any time within 1 calendar month prior to their maturity date or the date on which become payable pursuant to call for redemption or at any time after the maturity or call date. Again, they want you to be discouraged by the words. Even if you say you're not the bank, that say and they customers. So in other words, even if you ain't reached the point to where you're confident to believe that you could be the bank, even if you look at yourself still as a customer, that say the bank's customers can also use bearer securities owned by themselves or the customers for the purpose of presentation to the Federal Reserve Bank for payment or redemption. All right, so 328.5, forms of endorsement. When presented by banks for payment or exchange, the endorsement placed on the bearer security presented for payment or exchange by a bank should be in the following form. Basically, they saying if you are a bank and you are intended to present endorsed securities, or technically this is the stamp that you will use, or this is what your stamp would say, or if you're still discharging your bills with your hands, this is the form in which you would basically provide them, or this is the verbiage that you will provide them, showing that, hey, this is what this endorsement means. This is what this endorsement is for. These are my UCCs. This is what I'm claiming my rights to represent and to have. Now, these are the rights that I'm claiming to have. These are the rights that I'm claiming to use in this moment to present to the U.S. Treasury in exchange for this bill being taken care of and discharged. So in other words, once you get to a space where you learn or you know how to do this, this is some of the verbiage that you will use to endorse your bill. So you just got to keep digging. Like, you just got to keep reading. It's a never-ending rabbit hole. I'm not saying that this is going to be for everybody. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not doing this for everybody. So I'm learning. I'm doing this as we speak. I just sent my first packet off. All praise be to the Most High. We're going to see how it go. But I promise you, I ain't going to never stop reading and searching and figuring out how to get this done. And then I'm going to run back over here and tell y'all. I'm just saying this, maybe it's starting to make a little bit too much sense.